Oh God, finally you're here. Could I have some water, maybe a donut? Please?
It presses the comics or it gets the hose again.
Oh, I'm so cold. Please, turn on the lights.
No. Well, box number 3. Mike picked orange for these ones. As you know, I like orange.
It's a random color.
Yes, orange, especially if it's in stripes. Little orange stripes here.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
It's orange.
Go figure. Anyway, this is
a standard submission.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a special order. A lot of these books I would consider grail books.
Yeah.
There's a few books in here that I guess try to test people to find a copy on eBay. Some of these are very rare books. So we'll see what we've got. Hopefully we got some good grades.
Yeah. And one in particular, if you remember this book that we cracked, it's my Avengers 4. We had a little fun with you all with 5.0. We'll see what happens. I wanted to get it reholdered because it was this series, and you can tell it has that really small number. They don't put the page quality in there, and the cases were just garbage.
Yeah.
We cracked it open with our bare hands. Didn't even need tools.
Yeah.
So I was going to get reholdered anyway. Price was roughly the same. The only gamble, we shoot those dice. Hopefully we got at least a 5.0. We'll see. You might see me cry on there for the first time. Anyway, this is a cool cover. Flash 123. She's a beauty.
Respectable book that some people have as their grail.
Yes.
4.0 looking copy.
I concur. Bang!
4.0.
Great. It's a good start. It's a nice book. Always going to be a classic. And if one's good, two's better.
2 is better.
And this one, I think it's nicer looking.
That was a CGC 4.0 I cracked out. There's a little split right there at the spine.
But nowhere near as much spine wear as the other one.
No, it's a nice
Nowhere
looking
near.
book. But it was a 4.0 prior to that. It had some spine roll.
4 or 5 minimum.
Okay. 5.0. So CGC 4.0 to CGC 5.0.
Beautiful. So this was, I'd say, what, midway through that where you started being able to really detect better through cases?
Yep. And when 2's not good enough, what do you have? You have 3.
Yes.
This book is so hard to find. I got very lucky this past year and have.
And this one's color is quite a bit off compared to the other
faded.
two. Now structurally, it's in much nicer shape. So Mike's gets a 5.5. I could see that. I could see a 6 on this one actually.
Let's see.
Bang.
5.0. So a little high on my grading.
I wonder if they knock down for color, even if it's subconscious.
It possibly maybe because it's faded. It's hard
and
to
there
really.
Still is a little bit of a dent in the center near the brick here. That's about an inch and a half long. I don't know. I do wonder that though. Subconsciously, how much it affects it. Here's a great book. This is a book that I do want. Mike's calling this a 5.0. It has one major defect, and other than that, it's got some minor defects to it. It does have a color breaking, probably about a 1/4 inch, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice book.
4.5. Okay. Again, 0.5 off. It does have a bunch of creases on that cover.
Yeah.
Look at it
and
close.
the top is still kind of wrinkly, a little bit. It's a nice book. I would take it for my collection. Perhaps I will be.
I think the grade is right for Patrick.
Yeah.
A Lake Effect book.
X-Men number 2. And he made a cameo in the new Deadpool movie.
That's right.
It's not him.
This book had a really bad spine roll.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it was really bad. So I got it for a good
And you
price.
can kind of faintly still see it on the back.
Mm-hmm.
You can see where the book rested before. It looks like it had been stacked for quite a long time.
Discolored from age.
Yeah, and my guess is whoever owned this, like we all used to do, you get your books and you stack them.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no comic boxes back then, or at least we didn't have them. And if it was either comic box or buy a comic book, we bought a comic book. So,
yep.
Got 4.0.
Great. 4.0.
Nice.
Yep.
Boy, it's a great.
Yeah. It was less than a 4 when I got it.
It was probably a 2.5.
And what follows number 2?
Number 3. And this one's just really white.
X-Men number 3.
Really, really white.
There's one big flaw in the back left corner of that book.
Yeah.
It's very hard to see. There's actually 3 creases
yeah.
about 4 or 5 inches long right back there.
Yeah, and there's still a little bit of something going on over in that corner.
So it's a 6.0. It was a CBCS 6.0. 7.0.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's because it's so stunningly white.
It is very white.
It's very white. I mean, I've seen this book a lot. And
X-Men 2, X-Men 3.
And they battle anus in this.
X-Men number 8.
I mean, Eunice.
Yeah, close. Might as well be.
Now this one's nowhere near as white, and the colors are just muted.
Yeah. Now that one was another crack. It was a CGC
and again,
8.0.
Structurally beautiful, but the color's off. So I know that doesn't count so much, but when you're buying,
cleaned it up to an 8.5.
Nice.
So 2, 3. Yep, 3 low-numbered X-Men.
Nobody likes a muted anus.
Yep. Okay, Anthony, you watching? This may be your book. Take a guess at what it is.
Wow. It's a beauty.
So, big flaw in this book, there's a chunk missing at the upper staple. The cover was detached. There's some water staining. I think there's a good split along the spine. It's really kind of just holding together. I think the lower staple is still holding just
Call
barely.
it a 1/8.
Yeah, it's just barely. I mean, it's almost a detached all-way cover.
If it wasn't detached, I think this could have been a 2.5.
And they didn't note that detached there. I mean, it was I was worried that they're going to take the book, open it up, and it was going to fall off. You breathe in that book. But they did good. They didn't damage it anymore. So I'm thinking a 1.8.
Survey says.
Please. 2.0. Oh, that's a world of a difference.
Yeah. It's a nice 2.0. I'll let you see this again, Anthony, nice and slow.
So, there you go, Anthony. Do you want door number 1?
The back is super clean.
Do you want door number 1, a nice 2.0, or it's always better in pairs?
No.
Do you want this one?
And this one's got really nice color. Look how red that is.
I found both these books at the same show, believe it or not.
That's a nice book there.
You really see this book. A little bit better water staining. I'm thinking it's a 3.0. 3.0. There we go.
Great book. Boy, that's substantially nicer. 1 grade.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, you could look at another 3.0 that wouldn't be anywhere as nice as
No
this.
chipping. I like that copy because there was no marble chipping. Just some
It's
spine
really
wear.
good.
And the water stain at the back is what does it in.
Yeah.
I think that water stain at the top right there would have been probably, a 4.0.
Yeah. Structurally, it's a nice shape, though.
Yeah.
Real straight copy. Still, Dr. Doom's Dr. Doom, right?
Yep. Here we go. So this book I bought, which had a page missing, but the price was really good.
So it got a green label.
Yep, because there was a page missing, but it does not affect the story, so I negotiated a fantastic price on this.
Got somebody's initials on it.
And I know people looking for this book want this book. Nice mid-grade looking. I called it a 5.5.
Yeah, that's nice.
5.5.
Nailed it.
Yeah. So anyone looking for a copy of this book that wants a nice presenting copy with
Page 3 missing does not affect story. Incomplete. She's a beauty.
And if you're looking to have a 48, it's complete. As Patrick winces here. This one's a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
A little bit nicer.
Real nice.
I think I call this a 7,
Yeah.
6.5.
That's
6.5. I call this a 6.5.
That's a spicy meatball.
Definitely it is.
Yeah.
6.5, 6.5, 6.0. Oh, would have liked a 7.0 on that book. But,
It's got a little of the Newton ring going on, but
6.0.
it's a nice. Look how deep the colors are. It's funny, this very easily could have been a 7.0.
Yeah. Have to see why.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw this book and I couldn't pass it up. Speaking about Fantastic Four.
This is kind of like the Fantastic Four box.
Yeah. take a look at that cover. What do you think what does that look like to you? What kind of grade?
I'd say 7.0.
Yep.
Yeah, you said a 7.0.
Let's see. So it was a PGX. Surprisingly, it was right on par.
And no resto.
No resto.
Which is always a gamble with them.
Yep. 7.5.
Nice.
So went from a PGX 7.0. I did some magic on it, and it came back as a CGC 7.5.
Really nice colors.
You can't lose there.
No, I love how orange the thing is on this cover. Great book. It's another great investment book, I think.
And the pairs continue. This is a sick box of books. A little bit lower grade.
Yeah.
5.5.
And really the only thing is you have some staple wear on both staples, upper and lower. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's pretty much the same book. It's the same great color. You might get a little bit better than that.
6.0. Okay. Very nice.
Very nice.
Okay. And now we're going to get into
See, for me again, 6.0 would be great. And the difference you'd pay between that and that 7.5, I don't know. Okay,
we're getting into some rarefied territory here. Here's some books that are very hard to find. The true first appearance of Batgirl.
Batman 139.
Very hard to find this book. This one I think I called it 5.0.
5.0?
It's a little bit of tanning on the inside, so it would have looks nicer. It would have been a little bit higher, but I'm thinking 5.
She is, I think, at least a 5. She might do better.
Yeah, 5.0.
Great. Boy, that's great.
Okay, this one's going to make you envious. Possibly. We'll see.
Look at that.
You know the story behind this book?
I do.
You picked up the Fantastic Four 18, and I grabbed at the same shop the Batman Adventures number 12.
Yeah.
Very sharp-looking book.
If we were standing in different boxes, it would have been the other way around.
True.
9.4, I think it's all of that.
Yeah, I'm hoping for it. I'm hoping.
Oh,
that's a great book.
That's another book, with Harley Quinn. I think this is definitely has staying power. The movies gave it a pretty good bump, but I just think it's one of those characters that just people love. And it's kind of their Deadpool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's their generation. Ultra rare book.
Ultra weird.
I dare anybody to find this book. It took me years to find this
241
copy.
Detective Comics. The DC and the Silver Age went a little crazy with the whole rainbow idea. At one point, I think Superman was shooting rainbows out of his hands and miniaturizations of himself. And
This book is very hard to find. It kind of hit its stride last year or 2 years ago when Funko came out with their Rainbow Batman pop vinyl. And if you went eBay right now and look, there are none for sale. There's none that have been sold in the last 60 days.
This is a nice
copy. It rarely
copy.
appears. I got this in a group of Silver Age books, so I called it a 5.5. 6.0. God, this is fantastic.
This book and that is really...
For a shockingly hard to find book.
That's awesome.
And if you dispute the true first appearance of Batgirl, I have the other option for you right here. $3.59.
I do like this cover better.
Yeah, this was a shocker. I was going through a box of books at a show, and this book was just sitting there. It and a bunch of other books for $20. I went through the book looking for restoration, missing pages, cutouts. I found nothing. I was like, "You got to be kidding me! I'll buy it." 5.0.
Beautiful. Wow. That's a huge win. Gosh, $20.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's great.
Okay. So,
hooray!
This may make Nick green with envy.
He loves this book.
I've bought a few copies of this book over the years. This one was shockingly nice.
And the centering, Nick.
Yeah.
Get a gander on that. Look at the shoulders on that, huh?
That. I'm a little conservative on this one. I'm thinking it's a 9.2. I really had trouble finding much wrong with that book.
I could see a 9.4 on this.
Oh, please. I wish. I wish.
I can't get this label off. It's sticking. I'm nervous.
The suspense is killing me. Sweaty hands. 9.2. Okay, right on.
That's a great book.
Yes. Very hard to find in that condition. The fun continues. Okay, this one was a CBCS 7.0. I could tell when I bought the book there was some problems with the book. There was some minor folds, which I rectified. So structurally a great looking book.
It really is good color too.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember when you got this one.
Yeah, so this has got to go up from a 7. It has to.
I think it's an 8.
Yeah. That's a big collection.
3. Yeah, added to the Spider-Man collection.
Yep.
It's 3 grades up. That's pretty awesome. There's another Spider-Man. Great book. This is another book that if you see it in the wild and you get it at a good price, always buy this book. Don't even think about it. Just buy it if you're an investor. Spider-Man 129.
Yep. So if you're keeping track, I've had 8 of these to date that I have cracked out of the cases. All have come back higher. I think the average is about a 1-point jump. Hopefully this is no different. This was a CGC 7.5.
And as cool as the cover is, one of my favorite things about this book is the Evel Knievel ad on the
That's
back.
awesome. Yeah.
That is an awesome. If you were around back then and you were a kid, you wanted to see this under your Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
And there was
Stunt
2 of
cycle.
them. There was the one with the red, and then there's the rarer, I think, blue-handled one.
Yeah.
But anyway, beautiful book. 7.5.
CGC crack. My 9 for 9.
I think this is an 8.5.
Where does my streak end?
It's an 8.5. I got a feeling.
Let's see. 8.5. 9 for 9. A 1-point bump. I'm averaging pretty high on those.
It's a nice array of Spider-Mans.
Yep.
Oh.
Actually, I kind of saw this because the thing slipped off. But
And if one's good.
What's better than 1? 2. So again, CGC 6.0. I saw an opportunity and grabbed this book for a good price. Fixed it up, sent it in, and this will be 10 for 10. It came up as a 7. Nice.
And
Another
nice
1-point bump.
Nice new reholder.
Yeah. Wow.
This one has a horrible wrap. The white. We know.
The wrap doesn't matter.
Unless I'm buying the book. Then it
Yes. And what would be a collection without this classic book?
Yes. 300. I had 3 of these. They're all gone.
Yep. Now this one looks really nice, but the black on the back has some like scuff marks, very faint, like it was kind of dragged across the surface. So I'm not quite sure how CGC looks at that defect. Structurally, it looks like it's a 9.2.
Color's not.
I'm gonna say it's an 8.5 because a little bit of the scratches in the back.
I can see that.
8.5.
Maybe a 9.
Yeah. 9.2. Oh my
Great.
God, I guess they don't care.
No. Well, they don't care as much.
Yeah, as much.
That's great. Boy, what a great Spider-Man run you're gonna have.
Not as nice as the classic dual 9/8s that Patrick got.
3.
Well, 2 in 1
2
order.
in 1 order, yeah.
Okay.
And they were resubmits.
Yes, as we remember very vividly.
Fun book.
Another very low issue number to go with the X-Men number 2. We have a Avengers number 2. Looking at a 5.5 on this guy. Nice solid book.
At least, I think a 6.0. All right.
Okay.
Hidden damage.
Close.
I can't wait to see the notes on all these. Well, there's some pen on the back. Maybe they didn't like that. And it looks like there might be a little staining down in this corner.
Yeah.
Water stain.
But, you know.
We know how they are about water stains.
Low mid-grade. Okay, what you've been waiting for.
Oh, God.
Here we go. This is the classic crack. It was a 5.0. And we want a new case for it.
Beautiful.
And hopefully for a grade bump. So we'll see what happens. And here we go. The suspense is killing us. It's a... Oh, it's a 3.5. What's going on?
Oh, you're screwing with me.
Yeah, I'm screwing you because we have another copy right here. So that's what you call the long con. So about a year ago, I recall Patrick saying he wanted to get this book, and I'm waiting for him to actually buy the book.
I was going to say, because the color isn't so bright on this one. I thought, well, maybe my memory's
He buys the book, and then I bug him to crack the book open, send it in, and he finally acquiesces. So I snagged my 3.5 copy and sent my copy at the same time. Hopefully to fool
See what I'm dealing with here? He doesn't like screwing just with you guys. Okay. He does it to me.
So it was a 5.5. If
5.0.
not,
It was a 5.0.
Sorry, it was a 5.0, and if it doesn't go up anymore, we still have a new case. It's now a 5.5. There you go.
Beautiful. Nice.
The gratuitous grade bump. Of course, mine didn't go up. His did. It always
nice,
happens
rigid,
that way.
rigid box.
Yeah.
It does. I don't know why. I guess it's all that clean living.
Grader's luck.
Yeah. She's a beauty. Well, that's it.
Nice.
Another nice batch. I like this one the best out of the three.
That
I know
was
you don't
exhausting.
get. It's exciting to see the higher grades in the modern books, but rare books like that.
Yeah,
this,
that Batman
this
241
freaks
I
me out.
rarely ever
I
see.
mean, you see that as a 6.0.
Yeah.
One, just even seeing this in the wild is amazing, but a 6.0 is incredible. And then this was, to me, another big success because I saw this happen.
Yeah.
He pulled it right next to me. So that's awesome.
Yes.
But we have more coming back. I think next week even.
We have about 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. Okay.
We have 2 modern orders coming in. We're gonna call the shot. Hopefully, we have a box of 9/8s.
Let's see what happens. Till next time. Keep your feet in the ground. Keep reaching for the stars.
And keep watching.
And keep watching. Bye, everybody.
Bye.